Hey ladies, this is Lorelia, and I wanted to give you this final video, which will correspond to our last week's video in week 6. And we talked about the Google Analytics account and how you can be able to analyze where your traffic is coming from as you build your body of work. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to do this on Monday's night's call because I was in another Gmail account, and unfortunately, um, Gmail does not allow you to go into different accounts because it will kick you off the Hangout. So, with that being said, as you can see, this is all the web properties that I own. And right now, I'm really going to zero in into the web property that I have that is really getting a lot of traffic. And the reason that is so is because it's a web property that I'm putting a lot of content on. And that web address is it's a niche area that I'm in for home-based business owners. And so if you notice 324 sessions, and the average time that a person is on my website is at least for a minute and 26 seconds. The bounce rate means um, how long they're on your website, meaning that they may go to your website and then they may go somewhere else, click off, or what have you. And of course, your goal is to always have this number lowered. You never want it at 100%. You want it to go as low as it can. So, of course, the more content that I add, if visitors are visiting, they'll see that I have new and fresh content, as well as if old people are visiting, they'll see that new traffic has been added. As you know, right here, this is really a big um, peak that I got on this day, which was Monday, April 20th. And now the reason why I may have gotten a lot of traffic on that particular day, if you notice, that was a Monday, and that was also the same day that I had did I had did a tutorial with all you ladies. And so I was using that website to show you how I use traffic. I mean, how do I get traffic to the website with my content calendar that I provided to you all, which was the 90-day blitz sheet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down. And right here, what I'm going to do is go down and if you go down on the side, I apologize if you can't see it. Let me see if I can. If you go right here, Google Analytics on top, and if you go down to acquisition, now this will show you where all your traffic is. So if you look down right here where it says all traffic, and I go down to source and medium, if I go down to source and medium, it will show you where a lot of my traffic is coming from. So of course, the highest area that I am getting traffic is from Google organically. So that means that people are searching for something for a particular keyword, and my website is coming up. So as you can see, 96%. Another thing that I want to point out to you all is this number right here. Now, if you notice, I have a bounce rate of 54%, as well as an AWeber. I have a bounce rate of 38%. And remember that I said earlier that I said the bounce rate is actually showing people, showing myself that how long a person is on my website. So the lower that the percentage is, you always want that to be low. So basically, the person went to about 3 pages from going from Google Plus or Aweber and then looking at my page. I'm also getting traffic from Facebook. I'm getting a Facebook referral right here. Um, so a person has been on my page for 7 minutes. So as you can see, this is telling me where I'm getting a lot of my traffic. Now, although if you look on top, most of my visits are from Google and I'm getting it organically, the average session is only 53 seconds. So that's not good. So of course, Google is giving me traffic, but I really want to zero in on where most of my traffic is. So I'm going to look at where the minutes are. So like I said, my highest minutes is coming from Google Plus, Aweber, my list. That's why it's so important to build your list. And then of course on Facebook. So I'm just going to click on here and try to see where this referral is. Okay, so that doesn't tell me much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next page because I see that the first page only gives me 10 searches. So I'm going to go down to the second page and look at 11 through 17, see where I'm getting traffic there. So once again, I'm getting traffic from Google, AOL, Ask, some other type of button website, and then Pinterest. But what I've noticed from Pinterest, now the people that are coming from Pinterest, or not on my website that long, because I see they're there for 49 seconds, they visit about 2 pages. But what I do like is this website, repspace.com referral, and they're actually visiting 6 of my pages. So basically, they took a tour of my whole website. Along with that, they were on my website for at least 2 minutes. Now, this tells me right now, I know what this website is. Remember when I said in the class that you want to go where your target audience is? And so, since I know that my target is home-based business owners, I know that there are specific websites that really cater to home business owners. And what I did is that I have made a presence on that website. I'm sure I'm sharing valuable content, and as I'm sharing valuable content on that website, it is bringing people back to my website. So this is what I was trying to explain to all of you ladies, is that as you build a body of work, you just don't want to do it in vain. You really want to start to be analytical about where your traffic is coming from, because if it's coming from a particular place, you want to feed it more information. So going back to what I said, now I know that I'm getting a lot of traffic from this website. I'm going to continue adding content and value there, and then of course Google Plus, and I'm going to continue building a relationship with my list. So this is what I wanted to show you that unfortunately I could not do Monday night. But this is what you want to do as you build your body of work. You want to make sure that your web properties are being tracked by Google Analytics, so you know where your traffic is coming from. Now, of course, there are a lot of bells and whistles with Google Analytics, which of course I'm not going to go into because right now all of you ladies are at the entry level, and really at this point you want to just make sure that Google is tracking what it is, what's going on with your website in terms of visitors. So I've already put in the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, a link that I found on YouTube of somebody who thoroughly went step by step on how you will how you will create a Google Analytics account. And then once you get that up and going, give it about a week because it takes time for Google to read your website and everything. And just continue feeding content. Don't stop here waiting till you get everything perfect with Google Analytics. Continue adding content, continue going to where your target market is hanging out. And this is how you get to the sales, because you are creating a body of work that is speaking to your target audience. And as you do that, you will build trust with them. So once again, this is Aurelia. Hope this video has been helpful. If you have any more questions, please take it to